In the early 19th century, in the quiet hills of Adams, Tennessee, there existed a farm that would come to be infamous across the American South. The Bell family, simple settlers with deep roots in the area, had worked the land for generations. The farm was picturesque. Sprawling fields, rolling pastures, and the gentle hum of livestock and farmhands. Yet beneath this pastoral calm, something dark had taken root, a malevolent spirit that would haunt the Bells for over a decade, becoming one of the most notorious hauntings in American history. The Bell Witch. The story begins with John Bell, a robust man of strong character and firm convictions. He had settled his family in Tennessee, raising crops and livestock. Life was simple, but not without struggle. Neighbors recalled him as a man who valued honesty and hard work. The earliest reports of supernatural activity were minor. Strange sounds at night, unexplainable knocking on walls, objects moving without cause. At first, the family attributed it to mischief or the settling of the old farmhouse. But soon, the occurrences grew bolder and more terrifying. It began with Kate Batts, a neighbor with whom the Bells had a long-standing feud. Local lore suggests that Kate, rumored to dabble in witchcraft and herbal magic, had cursed the family. Whether true or imagined, the first real manifestations were reported in the late 1810s, knocking sounds on the walls of the Bell home, doors opening and closing of their own accord, and chilling whispers calling John Bell's name at night. Soon, the spirit began to communicate directly with the family. Unlike many hauntings, the Bell Witch was not silent or invisible in every sense. It had a voice, sometimes harsh, sometimes mocking, often angry. Witnesses described it as a deep, guttural voice, capable of mimicking human speech and taunting them with disturbing accuracy. It addressed individuals by name, referenced their actions, and prophesied events before they occurred. The family was both terrified and bewildered. The voice could not be attributed to any human presence, yet it was undeniable and consistent. Physical attacks followed. The children were the first victims. Betsy Bell, the eldest daughter, recounted nights of being whipped and pinched by invisible hands. She described being lifted from her bed, thrown against walls, and slapped across the face, all while the unseen force taunted her. Her younger siblings endured similar torments. Scratches, bruises, and objects flying across rooms. John Bell himself was not spared. The spirit would strike him in the chest, slap his face, and sometimes speak directly to him, warning him of danger, questioning his actions, and even predicting his death. Locals who visited the Bell household could witness the phenomena firsthand. Doors would slam, furniture would move, and the spirit would respond to questions with laughter, curses, or ominous statements. One visitor recorded that the Bell Witch referred to itself as Kate, confirming the connection with the neighbor, though no one could see her involvement. As the years passed, the haunting escalated. Guests and neighbors reported encountering the witch as well, hearing her voice in empty rooms, seeing shadows flicker in candlelight, and feeling cold drafts even in summer. Travelers claimed that the spirit could appear anywhere in the Bell home simultaneously, slamming doors on one floor, whispering in another, and scratching on walls where no one stood. The most chilling part of the legend concerns John Bell's death. In 1820, after years of torment, he fell ill. According to local accounts, the Bell Witch appeared at his bedside, cackling and speaking of his impending death. Within weeks, John Bell passed away, with many believing the witch had caused it directly. After his death, the spirit continued to torment the family, particularly Betsy Bell, who claimed it spoke to her for years afterward, even telling her secrets of her future. The legend of the Bell Witch spread beyond Tennessee. Newspapers and travelers recounted the events, describing an intelligent and vengeful spirit that interacted with humans in unnerving ways. The Bell Witch was unusual in that it was not only a haunting of a place, but of a family. It seemed aware, deliberate, and capable of manipulating those it targeted. Modern interpretations suggest the Bell Witch may have been a combination of psychological, social, and environmental factors. Family stress, local superstition, and the influence of one neighbor's reputation for witchcraft. Yet the consistency of reports, the physical interactions, and the widespread witness accounts make it one of the most documented American hauntings. The story of the Bell Witch continues to captivate audiences today. The property, still known as the Bell Witch Farm, draws countless visitors seeking to experience the legacy of the spirit. Paranormal investigators report strange occurrences, cold spots, disembodied voices, fleeting shadows, and even faint scratches on walls and furniture. Local legend warns those who trespass may encounter the witch themselves, and like the Bell family, should be wary of the voice that calls from the darkness. In essence, the curse of the Bell Witch is more than a ghost story. It is a tale of fear, retribution, and the thin veil between the natural and supernatural. Over 2 centuries later, the story endures, a chilling testament to the power of belief, the persistence of legend, and the dark, unseen forces that may still linger in the hills of Tennessee. The Bell Witch remains an American icon of paranormal folklore, a spirit capable of physical manifestation, intelligent communication, and psychological torment. Those who listen carefully to the whispers in the woods or the creaks of an old farmhouse may still hear her voice, warning that the darkness is always near, and that some curses are eternal.